Hello everybody, today is September the 11th, 2008, and it's like 4:03 Central Time Zone. Well, I know it's 4:03 here in the STL, so where I reside. I didn't do a video yesterday, because I slept all day yesterday. I just wasn't feeling good, and so I just stayed in bed. I mean, my boyfriend was out, and I didn't get up until like 5. And when I actually had the energy to get up is when I got up. So when I got up and my boyfriend wanted to go to the store, had to take him to the store. So I took him to the store. Oh my goodness, I didn't want to. My knee was hurting me. Kept feeling like he wanted to give out. I'm like, oh. And he had just left. He had went somewhere earlier. You didn't tell me you couldn't stop by the store on your way home? But I went ahead and took him. I didn't really mind a lot. Anywho, yeah, today is September the 11th, and it's been now like 7 years since the terrorist attacks on the Twin Towers, or on this whole country, back in 2001. And yeah, I still remember that like as if it was yesterday, but that's not what I'm going to talk about today. Today I'm going to talk about the September the 11th is about remembering and about memoriams, and remembering loved ones, and people who lost their loved ones, and saying on September the 11th. And so that got me thinking, I was thinking about that, and I was thinking about the conversation that I had with my father the day that he came home on September the 11th. And I remember the conversation that we had. It was just so intriguing, and it made me think about my father. So today I'm going to talk about my father, and I'm going to try to keep this, it's going to be long, but it's like I'm going to divide it into parts, because, I'm posting this on YouTube. The last video I did, I couldn't post on YouTube because it was just a little bit too long, so I just posted on my MySpace page and my Facebook page. But so I do have another entry besides this one, but it's just on my MySpace page and my Facebook page. So I'm just going to be dividing these up into parts, because if you post on YouTube, the video can't be no more than like 9 minutes long or something. So I'm just going to divide them up. When my 9 minutes up, I'm going to stop, post. There's gonna be no fancy saying credits or anything like that, because it's so let's talk about my dad. My dad, his name was Walter, and I just remember, to remember him is just hard. It's really hard. And not hard as saying, I can't remember him, or I don't have anything to remember him by. It's hard as saying to remember him because it's hard to think about him without crying. Like I'm doing now. You probably can't see it because my webcam is so fuzzy, but I always looked up to my father, and he was just like the best thing that I ever had, and I know that everyone dies. I know it. I know we all must die. Man is born, and then he dies. We are not guaranteed forever, and we are not promised forever. We all must perish. And I just, you know, and as death is a reality that we must face for ourselves and for our loved ones. But, you know, just losing him was like a wake-up call somewhat to me. I don't, if that makes sense, I don't know, because it really doesn't make sense to me. And you know, I just never thought that I would lose him. I never thought that he would die. But like I said, I know that we must go, but I just never thought that he would die. You know, I just always had that it was, you know, I didn't want to face the death of my father. But I never thought that he would leave. And I never thought that he would just go like that. But he did, you know. And it's been hard. 'Cause, you know, he was my everything, and I just could always turn to him, no matter what the situation may be, whether, you know, I was in deep shit or not. I could just always turn to him, and he would just, like, you know, he would always be there when I needed him, or when any of us needed him. He was just there. And now, you know, the things that I'm going through now, it's just more than his death, you know, just other things. When I need him, that he's not there. I mean, I know he's in my heart, you know, he's in my heart, and I know that he's watching over me now, but, you know, it's nothing like the physical thing. You know, and I just wish I could have him back. I think everybody wishes that when they lose a parent, you know, they'll do anything just to have another minute. You know I would. You know, even if I would have to sacrifice my own self, you know, but he was just the best. He was the best dad I ever had. You know, he was more than a dad. He was my father, you know, and he was the best. You know, when it happened, and I was talking to my uncle, my mom's brother, and he was telling me, he was saying, you don't know just how truly blessed that you were, Monique. He was like, because I never had a father growing up. I didn't know who my father was. He said most kids, young and adults, don't know who their father is, or their father wasn't in their life. He said, but you were blessed, truly blessed, to have a father like him for 26 years. And I thought about that, and I said, well, he is so right. I was blessed, because like I said, no matter the circumstances, no matter what, he was my dad. And he was there for me, you know. And like I said, I just wish I could have him back. You know, and because it's been a struggle for me to deal with this. It really has. And it sucks. It sucks real bad. You know. I just wish I could hear his voice again. Wish I could hear the sound of his shoes when